So hello everybody. Today I'm joined by Rebecca. Rebecca, thank you for taking the time today. Can you do a little quick intro of who you are and what it is that you do?
Yeah, sure. Lovely to be here with you today, Lexi. Thank you. So I'm Rebecca Thompson, and I'm known as the 1 o'clock woman. And I work with women who find themselves drinking too much, sort of grey area drinking, really, and want to take a supported break from alcohol. And I do that within my 90-day program. And I support them to take that break from alcohol to figure out why they were using alcohol the way they are, put in better strategies, and then at the end of that, kind of make a decision about whether they want to moderate or go sober forever. So that's what I do.
Nice, very cool. Glad to have you here. So, bit of context for the audience. So, we met, would it have been March, end of March, we would have met initially, which is interesting because I remember actually I was in Marbella. I'm in Marbella now. That's very strange, but there we go, full circle. But yeah, so I guess when we originally met, then what was the main frustration that you had within your business that made you want to jump on a call and have that initial conversation?
Yeah, I found that I to get it was just conversations with women really. I was
Mm.
doing lots of organic posting and not really getting anywhere at all, anywhere fast. And I hadn't had a client for a few months, and I was sort of almost at the point of throwing in the towel. And I think at the time I didn't really understand lead generation and what all that meant.
Yeah.
I just thought you had to keep posting, and eventually somebody would say, "Oh yes, please, I'd like to work with you." So it was sort of understanding really that I needed a piece of machinery to actually bring leads in on a regular basis because it just wasn't happening. I was getting the odd inquiry, perhaps one or two a month.
Mm. And I guess what was your feeling about that then at that point? Because obviously, I think a lot of people go through that similar thing of like posting a lot, putting a lot of time and energy into it, and not really seeing what they want. So, for you at that point in your journey, how was that for you?
It was exhausting, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Thinking of new content, thinking of what I can say.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm very confident in the work that I do with my clients, but I absolutely didn't have a Scooby Doo at all about the whole marketing thing. That was completely
Mm.
alien to me, and it felt like, I mean, the traditional phrase is throwing spaghetti at the wall. It really felt like that.
Yeah.
And it was frustrating because I knew that the work I did was impactful and it changed women's lives, helped them give their lives back. And I just felt that this frustration because I just wasn't visible enough and I really didn't know how to get the word out from what I was doing.
Mm. Yeah, it's so interesting. Like so many people go down the content route thinking it will get eyeballs and then just end up in that frustration. As we've seen here, all you needed was the right eyeballs and it all changes quick. So you've done content. Had you tried anything else in terms of getting clients, or was that the main sort of avenue you went down?
Yeah, it was the main avenue really. I had done some local work. I'd also tried running groups online, which was
Okay.
difficult because it was a bit hit and miss who would show up,
Okay.
and sometimes it just wasn't appropriate. The people that were showing up wasn't really my ideal client, and managing that was quite tricky. So yeah, it was just the visibility thing, and I thought that posting more organic, but and also with my niche, women are not going to like a post or make comments because of the nature of the work that
Yeah.
I do. So I felt like I was also up against that as well.
Hmm. Yeah, no, that is obviously a tricky. I think there's a lot of shame in there and stuff, so that makes sense. And so when we had that initial chat then in March, what made you then go ahead and take the decision to start working together?
Oh, I did an awful lot of research on you.
Good, as you should, as you should.
Yeah, yeah. I literally watched everything that you'd put out, and I
Oh
just
wow.
and one of the things that I liked about you was your transparency, was your kind of down to earth approach, and I mean, there's an awful lot of noise out there. And when you're a coach, I don't know about other coaches, but on your feed, it just feels like ram packed full of we're going to make you 10K in a month, and it just didn't feel true. But when I saw your content and your stuff, I thought, yeah, this guy knows what he's doing, and there was an honesty about it that I really liked. So yeah, it was a gut instinct thing.
Nice. Okay, cool. No, I'm glad you picked up on that because well, as you've seen working with me, honesty is important and just being transparent and yeah, so cool. So I guess then the more exciting bit then, so enough of the bad now. So yeah, tell us, since working together, where are you now? How are things going? What sort of results have you seen?
Oh, it's going much better. I feel like it feels like a machine, right? And I feel
Yeah.
like the front end of my machine is completely fixed now. It's running, it's humming smoothly. I've got, on a very minimal budget, really, I've got at least sort of 20 leads coming in a day, 20 women who have followed me and have then start consuming my content. And the other thing to say is um, the advice that you gave around the content that I have on my Instagram has also meant that I haven't had to worry about posting constantly. I've got
Mm.
off that hamster wheel, which actually it just has completely changed my working day. Now I spend my time talking to women in the DMs, talking about their issues with alcohol and really getting underneath what it is that they want going forward. And so that has created much more conversations, and women are willing to come on a call and say, right, okay, what's Beck doing? I want to hear more. And so I've basically gone from having one client every few months to now approximately at least 1 to 3 new clients coming in and working with me every month. And and the difference is remarkable because that feels it just feels much more settled. Before, when I had a consultation call, it felt like everything mattered. So there was a
Yeah.
lot of pressure. So the
Mm.
way I performed on the call, it felt like I was like, oh my God, this is the only one I've had this month. So you've got to convert. And I think clients can feel that pressure.
100%.
Whereas, yeah, now I'm much more relaxed and I'm listening better and thinking, right, can I actually help this woman? And also, how can I help her? I've got a few options, and what would be the best for her? What would I recommend? So just feeling more relaxed about it as well is yeah, changed everything.
Nice, fantastic. No, I'm glad to hear it, and very well deserved as well. Like you've put in the work, you put in the effort, you followed the steps, and you had a fantastic niche, right? We just helped you just put it out there in the right way, and it was yeah, it's great. It's really, really good. And so I guess like for you, what has that done for you now to go from that place of like say, I guess frustration and putting in that time and energy and not really reaping the rewards of it to now where you kind of you know it's going to run, you know someone's going to come in. Well, what's that done for you?
Well, it just means that I've got systems in place now, so it sort of shapes my day. Instead of being on that hamster wheel of content creation, or what should I post about today, and all of that, which is exhausting. Now I'm looking forward to having conversations with women, and I mean, not to say that they all convert into
Yeah.
coming on a call with me, because some women are just not ready, but it feels much more relaxed now. And for me, it's my working day is different, and it feels less stressful and less hectic, and there's more shape to it now, and it's given me so much more confidence because I know there are more leads coming in.
Yeah.
I'm not so worried about the conversation now, and sort of so desperate to convert this person. So I'm
Yeah.
listening better, and it makes I'm more able to meet the person where they're at and really kind of stay in the conversation with them without the added pressure of, oh my God, I've got to pay my mortgage this month.
Yeah, no, it's good. And it's so right. Like, it's weird how much it changes. Like, say, once you get a bit of that flow and that consistency, how much it changes how you show up, how you perform. And then it's weird. Like, you show up differently and it just makes it you sell easier. So, no, it's good. I'm very, very happy for you. And so, for me, like I said, I've very much enjoyed working with you. You've been very easy to work with. You followed the steps, you executed, and you had a cool niche. I always like working with new, unique niches. It's fun as well. So, yeah, you've been a joy to work with. From your end, like what's been your favorite part of working together?
I think my favourite part is that I never felt that any question I was asking you was a silly question.
Hmm.
You were always you were always very patient and explained things extremely well. And just knowing that you were on the end of a WhatsApp was really useful, because I could just ping you, what do you think about this messaging, and you would say. So it was that kind of wraparound support, not just the calls that we have, but
Yeah.
also the in between support. That was so useful, because there were moments when I just needed to ask a quick question, and you never made me feel that it was a silly question at all. It was like everything was valid, and that boosted my confidence as well. Um, and I just liked your honesty and transparency, and I never felt that you didn't have an answer.
Mm.
And that's really important, particularly in my niche, because you seem to understand that, it's not like leadership. It's not like
Yeah.
it's a niche, like you said before, that carries a lot of shame for women. So
Yeah.
my messaging had to be a bit more delicate, I suppose, and you understood that completely, and we worked on that together. And so I appreciated that collaboration. It really felt like a collaboration, that you listened, and you gave me really good feedback on things that I gave you, and that was so valuable.
Oh, nice. Thank you. I appreciate that, and I'm glad that came through. But yeah, no, it's been really really fun working with you, and I think it's only going to go up from here now, right? You've been running the system for months now. You know how to do it, and yeah, there's always areas we can improve, and we will carry on improving. But yeah, it's really good, really really good. Very very happy for you. So I guess we'll go back to more of a negative question now. But when we first had that conversation, but I think it's an important question to ask. Did you have any hesitations, anything you were unsure about, any potential objections when you were thinking about going ahead, or
I think it was just the finances for me. It
yeah,
felt like, well, it was a significant investment, and that's why I did lots of research on you, because I thought, right, what is it that this guy can do for me? How can he help
yeah,
me? Is this the right fix for the problem that I've got at the moment,
yeah,
which was a visibility problem and a lead generation problem, which I understood that more the more content of yours that I listened to and
mm,
watched. Um,
yeah,
so my hesitation was about that, but the way I thought about it in my own head was, if this guy can do what he says he's going to do, then I am going to recoup that back
hmm,
within a very short space of time, and I've done that. Um, and so I think that's the only hesitation for me.
yeah,
It wasn't really about, are you the right person? Because I got the sense that you were. But
yeah,
can I believe that it's actually going to work for me? I think that was
yeah,
it. Will this work for me, particularly in the niche that I've got?
mm,
And I think when we had our initial call, it became very apparent that actually, yes, it will work for me. And that's all. That was my only question, really. Is it going to work for me? And you answered that brilliantly. So yeah.
nice, cool. Nice, no, cool. I appreciate that. Look, I love that you did all that research. I think it's important to do that because I've got all that material out there for you to do that. So if anyone's watching and you're not sure, following
Yeah.
Rebecca's footsteps. But cool. Well, last question for you here. I really appreciate your time. Who would you recommend us to and why?
Oh, definitely other coaches. I mean, I'm a CBT hypnotherapist, and I thought,
Mm.
oh, I don't know if this will work for me, but essentially, I coach women. So I would definitely say, if you are struggling to get leads in on a regular basis, and we're just talking about conversations, aren't we? We're talking about
Yeah.
being able to have those daily conversations with your ideal client. If that's not coming in, then this will be the fix for you. Um, and so I would say, even if you are fairly new in business, I mean, in all honesty, I wish I'd worked with you much, much sooner. I've been in business now for about 2.5 years, and I wish I'd found you sooner, because I would be in a very different position now.
Yeah.
Um, so I would say, you know, if you've got hesitation around that, then you really just go and watch loads of Alexis stuff, because that will put your mind at rest for a start. But also, I would do this sooner rather than later. So if you
Mm.
are a new coach, or even an established coach, and you have a problem with having lots of conversations with people, because that's what it's about, then yeah, this will definitely set you on the right path.
Amazing, Rebecca. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time, and well, we've still got time working together, so I'm
Yeah.
excited to see what we do for the rest of that time. And yeah, for anybody watching, if you want any context on what we're talking about, a bit about the strategy, I'll leave a link underneath the video. But again, thank you, Rebecca, and I'm excited to see what the future holds.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.